There's a new administration in Washington. What does that mean for your retirement account? There's a lot of uncertainty, and markets hate uncertainty. But if you qualify, you may be able to convert your retirement account into solid gold. Protect with a gold IRA this month, and Noble Gold will gift you with this stunning solid silver Apollo 11 commemorative coin from the U.S. Mint. Click on the link below or call 877-646-5346 to see if you qualify. Good evening. I'm still reporting on the coup. Wow, I just woke up after a long winter's rest and suddenly February is gone and it's already March. So what exactly have I missed? What? I've been asleep for 9 days and only lost 65 subscribers? How can that be? The U.S. House of Representatives last night apparently narrowly passed a massive revision to federal voting laws which would enhance the chances of Democrat victories in future elections. The new bill, called H.R. 1, would strip away many of the powers states have to determine the way elections are run, as stated in the U.S. Constitution. The late-night vote was along party lines, 220 to 210.
They're doing so for a lot of different reasons, not the least of which is take control of the elections on a federal level. That would be usurping what is the constitutional role of state legislatures and clear abuse of power on their part. The bill would also legalize voting for convicted felons, even those convicted of election fraud. It would also mandate automatic registration for every single solitary American, actually preventing officials from removing ineligible voters from the rolls.
In other words, all the dead people on the voting rolls will be able to maintain their voting status by the new Vote from the Grave initiative until the end of time, as long as they vote Democrat, that is. Makes sense to me. Now, don't get upset about this. Just because it will no longer be illegal for the dead to vote doesn't mean that this will have any overall effect on the elections, because Nancy Pelosi and the monitors of truth have assured some of us that this is the case. After all, there are a lot fewer dead people on the voting rolls than there are Republicans.
H.R. 1 also would mandate same-day voter registration. It would also permanently expand mail-in voting. It would give Democrats the power to eliminate any and all voter ID requirements.
Now just think about this. If you are not going to verify that the person is alive or dead, it makes no sense at all to discriminate against people who are not citizens of the United States, but clearly are walking, clearly are alive, but clearly can fill out an English-speaking ballot in the privacy of their own dwellings. You would prohibit these people from voting in our elections? I mean, they have a right to be heard too. If they are here, they should get a say in their governance, shouldn't they?
If this is passed and signed into law, no one will ever have any confidence in any election ever moving forward.
Now, Sean, calm down. None of this is likely to change the outcome of the election.
Here with more, House Minority Leader Kevin McCarthy.
The only other part you didn't bring up is they want to take taxpayer money and spend it on campaigns. Let me give you an example. If AOC gets $200, someone contributes to her, the taxpayer then has to contribute $1,600 to her. That is what they're doing, and they spend that on campaigns.
Oh, that's nice. So the purpose of the taxpayers contributing 8 times as much as the candidate can raise on his or her own is obvious. It levels the playing field for candidates who no one likes too much, so that they too can have a shot at letting their views be heard too. Well, that makes some sense.
They also create what is called a speech czar. They would go around and tell you what you can and cannot say in a campaign.
But that's just a formality. A speech czar would only be legitimizing or codifying into law exactly the corrective action that the MSM is burdened by today, correcting erroneous speech to give every voice an equal chance for political success, except for domestic terrorists, but that goes without saying.
And there's one more thing they would do. They would take the Federal Election Commission, which is made up of an equal number of Republicans and Democrats, and then now give the Democrats the advantage. So they can go in and fine only the Republicans.
Well, of course, that's because everyone knows that the Republicans lie way more than the Democrats, so it's only reasonable to level out that playing field as well.
They are so concerned about losing their majority, they're trying to consolidate this power. That's exactly what they're doing. You know the next thing they're doing in the coming weeks? They're coming after our guns.
I decline to answer, Your Honor, on the grounds that my answer may tend to incriminate me. Is that okay?
But you know why they want to do it? Because they have a 5-seat majority, the lowest majority they've ever had in more than 100 years. They know they are going to lose this majority.
Now, wait a minute. How do you know that? Have you asked every one of them? Have you taken a poll or just a sample of the Democrats? And of that sample, how many were real Democrats and how many were sort of fence sitters, you know, dinos, Democrats in name only? I'm still reporting from just outside the citadel of world freedom. Good day. Every doctor on TV says that we all need to boost our immune systems. And STEM Enhance does that in a unique way by increasing blood levels of your own adult stem cells, the backbone of your immune system, by over 30% in just 1 hour. Click on the link in the description box below for details.